I think industry is going to respond to the growing demand for manufacturing in a completely different way from the way we're currently doing it. We're going to be moving away from the almost artisan approach of taking a long time, spending large budgets to develop technology, into much more a mass manufacturing approach. We're already seeing this emerge with the likes of OneWeb and productionizing satellite construction. The rest of industry has to follow. So we're going to see a much larger satellites coming off at a much higher frequency rates, but we're now going to tolerate higher mortality. We're going to accept failure rates.
We need to be thinking about learning from other sectors, like for example the automotive sector, where they have created standard for manufacturing that it can be replicated globally. We need to be thinking about how do we create a new standard for manufacturing for space without compromising on quality.
And that's really core to the new space approach, is trying to leverage things that have worked really well in other sectors and make them work as well as we can in space as well. We're seeing a real change in roles of the satellite builder into becoming almost a satellite as a service provider. More and more operators are going to be interested in just taking in-orbit delivery.
What we are seeing now more is people coming to us, for instance, and saying, design, build, and then operate our spacecraft and just provide us the data or provide us the service.
I believe that there is no need for every single company that wants to provide a service out of space to develop their own platform or their own satellite. It's much better to come to companies like us so we can help them and deploy the full end-to-end solution and so they can explore it. I think that's one of the key things that in the space industry we have to make sure that we make happen. Not be so technology-centric, but more user-centric and commercially oriented.
What will then be the challenge, and we've already seen this with CubeSats, will be in ensuring the systems engineering, ensuring that when you take all of these bits together and put them together, that you still end up with a satellite that actually works.
So that relationship has to be closer. You have to have trusted supply chains. Suppliers need to know what's coming up in the future so they scale accordingly so they can supply. So it's going to be a much stronger, closer relationship.